Ernesto Che Guevara was born in Rosario, Argentina in 1928. His family was middle class and politically active. From a young age, Guevara showed a keen intellect and a thirst for adventure. He excelled in academics, particularly in science and literature. He was also a talented athlete, excelling in rugby and swimming. These interests foreshadowed the complex and driven individual he would become. Guevara chose to study medicine, enrolling at the University of Buenos Aires. He saw medicine as a way to alleviate human suffering, a value that would stay with him throughout his life. However, his studies did not confine him to the classroom. He embarked on extensive travels across Latin America, journeys that would profoundly shape his worldview. These travels exposed him to the stark realities of poverty, inequality, and oppression that plagued the continent. He witnessed firsthand the plight of indigenous communities, exploited laborers, and marginalized populations. These experiences ignited a fire in him, a deep-seated anger at social injustice, and a burning desire for change. During his extensive travels across the diverse landscapes of South America, Guevara encountered a myriad of political ideologies and movements that were shaping the continent's future. He met with socialists, communists, and other revolutionaries who were fervently fighting against the oppressive forces of colonialism, imperialism, and capitalist exploitation that had long plagued their nations. These profound encounters further radicalized him, leading him to embrace Marxism as the essential framework for understanding and challenging the deep-seated injustices he witnessed throughout his journey. He began to see the interconnectedness of the struggles across Latin America, recognizing that they were not isolated incidents but part of a larger, global struggle against systemic oppression and exploitation. Guevara's travels were not merely physical journeys across the continent, but also profound intellectual and ideological ones that deeply influenced his worldview. He devoured political treatises, philosophical works, and revolutionary manifestos, immersing himself in the radical ideas that would shape his revolutionary consciousness and future actions. He was particularly drawn to the writings of Karl Marx, Friedrich Engels, and Vladimir Lenin, finding in their analyses of capitalism and imperialism the explanations for the widespread poverty and suffering he had witnessed firsthand. Guevara's experiences on the road, combined with his deep intellectual explorations, solidified his unwavering commitment to revolutionary change and social justice. He came to believe that armed struggle was not just an option, but a necessary means to overthrow oppressive regimes and create a more just and equitable society for all. His travels culminated in Guatemala, where he witnessed the devastating CIA-backed overthrow of the democratically elected government of Jacobo Arbenz in 1954. This pivotal event had a profound impact on Guevara, reinforcing his belief in the urgent need for armed revolution to combat US imperialism and its destructive influence in Latin America. In 1955, fate intervened in the form of a chance encounter in Mexico City. The bustling streets and vibrant culture of the city set the stage for a meeting that would change the course of history. During this time, Guevara met Fidel Castro, a young Cuban revolutionary who introduced him to his brother Fidel. This introduction was more than just a meeting, it was the beginning of a revolutionary alliance. The Castro brothers were meticulously planning to overthrow the brutal dictatorship of Fulgencio Batista in Cuba. Their vision was clear and their determination unwavering. Guevara was immediately drawn to their cause and the charismatic leadership of Fidel Castro. He saw in Fidel a leader who could inspire masses and bring about real change. He recognized in Fidel a kindred spirit, a fellow revolutionary with a shared vision for a better future. Their conversations were filled with ideas of justice, equality, and freedom. Guevara joined their movement, the 26th of July movement, named after the date of their failed attack on the Moncada barracks in 1953. This movement symbolized their relentless fight against oppression. He quickly became a trusted confidant of Fidel Castro, admired for his strategic thinking, medical skills, and unwavering commitment to the cause. Guevara's multifaceted abilities made him an invaluable asset to the revolution. The group, consisting of 82 revolutionaries, set sail for Cuba in November 1956 aboard a small, overcrowded yacht named the Granma. The journey was perilous and the landing was disastrous. Many of the revolutionaries were killed or captured by Batista's forces. The initial setback was severe, but it did not crush their spirit. Guevara, wounded but undeterred, helped the survivors regroup in the Sierra Maestra Mountains, where they would wage a guerrilla war against the Batista regime. The rugged terrain became their stronghold, and their resolve only grew stronger. In the rugged terrain of the Sierra Maestra, Guevara's military acumen and ruthlessness quickly became apparent to both his comrades and enemies. He proved to be a brilliant tactician and a charismatic leader, earning the respect and unwavering loyalty of his troops. His ability to inspire and motivate was unmatched. Rising swiftly through the ranks of the rebel army, Guevara became one of Fidel Castro's most trusted and influential commanders, a key figure in the revolutionary movement. Guevara's role in the Cuban Revolution extended far beyond military strategy and battlefield tactics. He also played a crucial role in shaping the revolution's ideology and propaganda, crafting the narrative that would galvanize the Cuban people. Guevara's writings and speeches articulated the revolution's goals of social justice, land reform, and national liberation, inspiring countless Cubans to join the fight for a better future. As the revolution gained momentum, Guevara led a series of decisive military campaigns that would change the course of Cuban history. One of his most significant victories came in December 1958, when his column captured the strategically important city of Santa Clara, a turning point in the revolution. This victory paved the way for the rebel army's final push on Havana and the eventual collapse of the Batista regime, marking a new era for Cuba. On January 1, 1959, Batista fled Cuba, and the revolutionaries, led by Fidel Castro and Che Guevara, marched triumphantly into Havana, heralding the dawn of a new revolutionary government. Following the triumph of the revolution, Guevara played a pivotal role in shaping the new Cuban government. He held several key positions, including Minister of Industries and President of the National Bank. Guevara was a committed Marxist-Leninist who believed in centralized planning and state control of the economy. He oversaw the implementation of radical economic reforms, including the nationalization of industries and land redistribution. Guevara's economic policies aimed to break Cuba's dependence on foreign powers, particularly the United States, and create a more egalitarian society. He sought to industrialize Cuba and diversify its economy away from its reliance on sugar production. Guevara's commitment to social justice led him to oversee the establishment of universal healthcare and education systems. He believed that everyone, regardless of their social background, deserved access to quality healthcare and education. However, Guevara's economic policies were not without their critics. Some argued that his centralized planning and focus on heavy industry were misguided and harmed the Cuban economy. Che Guevara, never one to settle, was driven by an insatiable desire for justice and equality. His restless spirit led him to new frontiers, always seeking to ignite the flame of revolution wherever he went. This relentless pursuit of his ideals defined his journey, making him a symbol of unwavering commitment to his cause. In 1965, Che embarked on a new mission in the Congo, hoping to inspire a revolution similar to Cuba's. Despite his efforts, the mission faced numerous challenges, including cultural differences and logistical setbacks. His time in the Congo was a harsh lesson in the complexities of international revolution, yet it further solidified his resolve. By 1966, Che set his sights on Bolivia, believing it to be the ideal location for a revolutionary uprising in South America. However, the Bolivian campaign proved to be his most arduous challenge. Isolated and outnumbered, Che and his small band of guerrillas faced overwhelming odds. Despite their valiant efforts, Che was captured in October 1967, marking the end of his revolutionary journey. Che Guevara's legacy endures, transcending time and geography. He remains a symbol of resistance, inspiring countless movements and individuals around the world. His image, immortalized in art and culture, serves as a reminder of the power of conviction and the enduring spirit of revolution. Che's life and ideals continue to resonate, reminding us that the struggle for justice is a timeless endeavor.